Hi everyone, my name is Dan Monsky. Thank you for the invitation to speak at the annual Minnesota Canoe Association Symposium. I'm honored you wanted to hear about my experiences in the Grand Canyon. Let me begin with images of the canyon from the rim. That is how most people experience the Grand Canyon. But for me, the first few times visiting the canyon was a different experience. One from down there on the river. And that is an incredible journey. Hey, this is the MCA Symposium, right? Which is all about canoeing and paddling. So I thought I would arouse your interest with an impressive image of a canoe going big in the canyon. That's certainly different than what you might expect for action here in Minnesota. Look at that. That's a tandem canoe with the stern paddler on a deep mystery move mission, if he's still in the boat. I think this is an amazing sequence of photos, and a wildly bold move in a canoe too. That is what a trip through the Grand Canyon means to me. Action and excitement. Along with the whitewater, there are majestic views, natural wonders, and historic phenomena. When I'm there, everything around me excites my inner spirit, like the drama and intensity of the rapids. Feels magical to be there. For me, all of that is action and excitement. I've been to the Grand Canyon on whitewater trips 5 times in the past 12 years. With every visit, I get to know the canyon more and to see her change over time and experience her many moods. Every time has been different. Every time has been enlightening. And every time has been an incredible journey. Years ago, I met a German named Tony Griesbach. We were on a whitewater expedition, exploring rivers in China together. He is just like that picture depicts, a gentle giant. Tony has had the dream of paddling through the Grand Canyon since he was 8 years old. I found out many of the other Germans in the group had the same dream. The Grand Canyon and the Colorado River, a vast wilderness of 226 continuous miles, is a star attraction for paddlers from around the world. Tony got a Grand Canyon river permit, but he needed a guide, someone familiar with the canyon. He asked if I would join him. I've always had the attitude never to turn down a trip through the Grand Canyon. You can't just get on the river whenever you want, like we can in most other places. For me, this trip would be an opportunity to reunite with Tony and to help make his dream of paddling the canyon come true. So of course, I said yes. And the Germans, they were a blast. Everyone has different interests about the canyon. There's the history of John Wesley Powell's expedition. His men encountered the same huge rapids that we would, except they were the first in history and had no idea what was around the corner ahead. Envisioning an experience of the Grand Canyon through the eyes of those first explorers holds a bit of intrigue. The geology of the canyon is fascinating. It possesses an amazing history held in the strata, in the gigantic geologic features, and those delicate infinitesimal ones easy to miss. Events have taken place on this planet that can be discovered by an attentive eye. Here, Mother Earth reveals some of her oldest and most unusual secrets. At one time, the canyon was alive with furious volcanic eruptions, ejecting enough lava to dam the river thousands of feet deep. The force of the water eventually blew out the lava. Cascade-like rock features called travertine formed where underground water emerged, flowing down from the canyon walls. Much of these deposits are inactive, but at one time would have looked like a lush green garden of clear waterfalls. All unique features of this environment don't necessarily jump out at you, like the telltale signs of more obvious, or should I say more ominous features in the canyon, like the rapids. When you're approaching, you know it. When most people think about a Grand Canyon river trip, it's the rapids they think of. Like this one, Crystal Rapid. With its monstrous, ominous raft-eating hole, that's a rapid of significance. It's incredibly intimidating while scouting or from your boat on the river. But you know, Sometimes the river gods give a free pass and just let someone sneak through. Approaching and then blasting through a feature so huge with such power and energy, and making it through upright and unscathed is an exhilarating sensation. Then it's someone else's turn, and the entertainment, perhaps even the luck, just keep coming. And then you have the rapid named Hans, with its legendary huge wave train. Look at that. Waves 10, maybe 12 feet tall. The anticipation is exhilarating, looking for your line as you scout, and then even more intense when you jump in your boat to run the rapid. Oh, this rapid is a blast. From a rafter's perspective, the scale of the waves is incredible too. It can be like going for a wild, thrilling roller coaster ride. What a rush. Not everyone is guaranteed to have a clean run. But perhaps in this case, maybe just a silty one. And then comes Lava Falls. Those familiar with the rapids of the Grand Canyon know this is the biggest action-packed and fear-instilling rapid on the river. It is intimidating. The scale of it, the length of it, the sound, the size of the waves and holes, and how action-packed it is. Lava Falls is like jumping in the boxing ring to go around with a champion contender. You get hit one after another, left, right, and left again, over and over, with barely enough time to recover from the next big hit. It just keeps coming. Okay, let's go. I'll take you for a spin so you can see what it's like to run these rapids. That cheering is just how you feel at the end. Whether anyone really is cheering or not, your emotions have been pumping along with your adrenaline, and it all gets louder and faster inside. That's why some people pick an easier line. Not everyone wants to go bad boy and run through the killer action with the contender down there in Thunderdome. That action is different depending on your line or your craft of choice. A kayaker can go left, right, or wherever they want with ease while navigating a rapid. A raft, however, which essentially is a large behemoth barge with such mass and weight and momentum, stands little chance of navigating a rapid in a manner like a kayak. Humans just aren't strong enough. A raft has to start in the proper position at the top of the rapid. Veer a little one way or another is all. That gives a rafter a different ride, a different sensation of danger, thrill, and accomplishment. But regardless of your boat, the sense of satisfaction after successfully running a rapid is the same. Elation. And that's Lava Falls. Being in a raft doesn't guarantee a successful run of the rapids either. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. One wrong tweak or misstroke of an oar, and Grandma's happy sleigh ride is over.
That wood was kind of
broken oar.
right there, it looks like.
It's true, the rapids are what many people think a trip through the Grand Canyon is all about, and that sole perspective can create a mystique. Oh, the rapids certainly pack a wall. On average, there is about one rapid per mile. But a river trip through the Grand Canyon is not a continuously action-packed amusement park ride. There's a lot of flat water for solace, self-reflection, and capturing in your mind the grandeur of the canyon. The Colorado River, which means colored red, can silt up like Willy Wonka's chocolate river from rain and sediments flowing in from side canyon streams. The river can run clear, but oftentimes it's red, living up to its namesake. I had an epiphany my first time in the Grand Canyon that this is not a whitewater trip. It surprised me how many places there are to stop, explore, and enjoy away from the river. I realized the trip here is an experience of wonder, awe, and amazement.
One of the real rewarding places to visit on a Grand Canyon river trip is Nankoweap, old Anasazi ruins where they stored their grain from farming down in the fields. It's a historic relic and a real interesting place to visit.
The Grand Canyon showcases numerous places of cultural significance, enriching a river adventure. Ancient people used the canyon, leaving their mark in the form of pictographs, still visible for us to see today. Petroglyph etchings adorn numerous rock surfaces. It's fascinating to see the images they chose for future permanent record. They seem very primal, if only we knew their language. High above the river, an Anasazi bridge hints at an ancient trail, and evidence is visible of a 1960s proposed dam.
Mother Nature reveals some unique wonders of hers in the canyon. Just look at this.
I find beauty in the variety of natural geologic features. Some are delicate and quick to form like these salt formations. Others take millions, even billions of years to form. Thunder River, a cool, crystal clear stream emerging as an impressive cascade directly from a towering wall in the canyon. It plunges and tumbles through the landscape, flowing as a long and refreshing ribbon-like oasis. For some people, it offers an irresistible amusement park-like ride. The lure and mystery of some places entice explorers. Silver Grotto, a unique, intimate, Colosseum-like canyon, is a place where challenges are made and competitions are waged. The Grand Canyon possesses places of unusual natural phenomena, thrilling to see, but surprising playgrounds of fun and excitement.
This is a place called Redwall Cavern in the Grand Canyon. Look how huge it is. This is incredible. This is the Dollhouse. It's an incredible rock formation that was carved out by the river. And it's a fabulous place to explore three-dimensionally.
Like a caveman's labyrinth. And then there's the birth canal, a vertical pipe-like passage reminiscent of our entry into this world.
Emerging from the birth canal, Mother Nature gives birth to another beast.
Time leaves its mark on the canyon. Over millions of years, wind, water, and abrasion aggressively erode the rock. Nautiloid Canyon exhibits some of the finer rewards of this process, exposing large, ancient sea creature fossils in the smooth, polished rock. These unique destinations are oases in the desert, refreshing places of relief from the heat. They are a collection of nature's wonderlands of play, a thrilling surprise to anyone unfamiliar with the canyon. Clear Creek matches its name well, a spa of clear, cool, fresh water, a scintillating reward for the mind, body, and spirit.
Welcome to Elves Chasm. And the fun begins! That boy floats. Yeah! Grand Canyon thrill. Macadamiva is an incredible treat to visit in the Grand Canyon. Come along and see for yourself.
Places such as Matcat bring out a childlike playfulness in adults.
1, 2, 3.
Like when they were kids, making dams and watching the flood as they burst. How about a little creative body surfing to go with it?
That's Matcat!
Havasu is a magical place where a unique water and dissolved rock condition forms successive travertine pools and cascades for miles. The formations are beautiful and create a fantastic playground of escape. It's truly a paradise and easy to get lost in time. There are the flora and fauna that catch your eye, showing off some of nature's desert beauty. Sometimes unexpected sightings are made right in front of you that you might not see anywhere else. Oftentimes, all you have to do is stop and look around, and you'll see something unique or beautiful. Every step, every view can have an enlightening reward of its own. There is so much to see and do on a Grand Canyon river trip. It is one thing after another. Paddling, hiking, running rapids, eating,
Very good.
setting up camp, relaxing, packing and loading, paddling and running rapids again, over and over. That's the rhythm of a nomadic river journey. A trip through the Grand Canyon is a microcosm of life itself. It has a bittersweet irony. The more we enjoy and have fulfilling experiences in life, or in the canyon, the closer we get to the end. All the while leaving you thinking, for both the canyon and life, I wish I had more time. The Grand Canyon as a place is a conduit of incredible experiences. Every time I have visited the canyon and its unique places, I have learned something new or seen them from a fresh or different perspective. The canyon is both familiar and new every visit, like returning to a place of fond childhood memories and having fresh, wonderful new experiences. Oftentimes, friends are what make the difference for an experience. The bond that develops between new and old friends on such a trip is what really makes a journey through the Grand Canyon special. And a grand trip, just like a grand performance, leaves me wanting an encore.